Thank you very much to give me and give us the floor to speak. At the outset, everyone, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. And let me express my deepest condolence as well as the solidarity with the victim and the family members of all the victims here and elsewhere in Bangladesh. May Almighty Allah give them patience and reward for their enduring such pain and as well as the losses. Let me also introduce myself so that you can understand my position and as well as my colleague here. I'm Major General Zaman and working as a faculty member of National Defense College, Mirpur. And I worked in all the tiers of Bangladesh, that is from regiment, brigade, division and army headquarters. At the same time, I also worked in tri-service organization like NDC, that is National Defense College. One of my colleagues is here. He is Brigadier Asif. He is the Judge Advocate General at Army Headquarters. He is the actually top legal officer of Bangladesh Army. At the outset, let me clarify a few of the points. Bangladesh Army is not a law enforcing agency per se. However, through the government order and RPOs, sometimes under the innate to civil power or innate to civil administration, Bangladesh Army puts under internal security duties, election duties, flood duties, disaster management, and so on and so forth. And with that, this sort of RPO on GO, there is a government orders. It is given with the particularly responsibilities, then rules of engagement, and those are very prescribed and time bound for a 3 months period, 2 months period, and quote unquote with the deployment period only. So I need to clarify this one is that Bangladesh Army is not a law enforcing agency. My another point is that under the heading that undoing the wrong, justification of this heading to the representative of Bangladesh Army, I'm not making it questions, rather it will be clarified at the end of my speech, through the speech, I believe. Now, let me also do some justice to my speech. Bangladesh Army as an organization is not assumed even to be involved in the enforced disappearance cases in Bangladesh. But a very handful army personnel alleged to be involved in the enforced disappearance cases. Then question is how? Answer is army personnel alleged to be involved in such cases had been working in the different organization under deportation. Please note this one, under deportation. And which are this organization? The RAB, that is Rapid Action Battalion, DGFI, NSI, Border Guard, that is the BGB, and many other small little organizations that we have in our country. Next question comes in, then how did they operate? Under which command and control they operate? What is their working environment in those workplaces? What was the reporting channel for those officers or men working in those organizations? Who is to evaluate their performance? That is, we say that ACR, that annual confidential report or performance report, whatever it is. What was their charter of duties? And was there any deviation? And who did this deviation? This sort of question to be asked. Let me also highlight few of those. For the organization like Rapid Action Battalion, that is RAB, the range of employment from the Bangladesh Army is from Shoinik up to a full colonel. Then command and control remains with the Minister of Home Affairs. The reporting boss is basically the DG RAB, and through him to the police headquarters and also the Minister of Home Affairs. Next come DGFI. We have from Shoinik up to Major General. Who is the command and control of that organization? This is the Prime Minister Office or the Chief Advisor's Office at this moment. Please note that for Bangladesh, the Prime Minister holds the second appointment, that is the defense minister throughout. Sometimes the reporting boss to the prime minister may be channeled through the security advisor when there is a security advisor, and if he is instructed to do that one. Next come NSI. We have mainly the officers deported to NSI from major to major general, and command and control is with the prime minister office. And like the DGFI, other than very few issues, it is directly reported to the prime minister, or sometimes through the security advisor to the prime minister. Coming to BGB, we have mainly officers from major to major general there. Their command and control remains with the Minister of Home Affairs, and reporting boss is also the same ministry, that is the Minister of Home Affairs. Now the question comes, the working environment of those institutions, organizations, or the agencies. Please note that those are quite different than that of Bangladesh Army. Bangladesh Army not used to know what are really going there and really happening, if not reported officially or reported through the medias, because their channel of reporting is not Bangladesh Army. Many army persons underwent trial and punished when those are reported by those organizations or by the medias and others, and Bangladesh Army unilaterally even withdraw many of the personals from those organizations and even took necessary action accordingly. However, for a few cases, very handful, Bangladesh Army was influenced either by those organizations or higher up to post some selected person or to keep them for a longer period of time than that of normal period of deputation that we follow in our army. I need to highlight one of the aspect of intelligence organizations that we have in our countries regarding with the militaries basically. Other than the combat intelligence, that we have some tier of intelligence organization. First one is the lowest one is the field intelligence unit that we have in our cantonments. In every cantonments, we say that in the divisions that we have one. His reporting boss is the division commander, that is the GOC general officer commanding, who is a major general basically. We have another tier upper than that one is the army security unit, as you say. His reporting boss is army chief and the army headquarters. Then next here is the DGFI. There's the, we say military, but it's of course a military. That the DGFI is a intelligence organization whose reporting boss is not army chief. Their reporting boss is the defense minister or the prime minister for Bangladesh. Same goes for NSI, is the category A, and its reporting boss is also the prime minister or the defense minister through the prime minister office. So with this one, we can clarify the the intelligence tiers and how they function. And please note that intelligence organizations are very compartmentalized, very one. Even one section must not know than another section one, if not otherwise very much required. Now I'd like to highlight few points. The primary responsibilities of Bangladesh Army is basically the safeguarding the territorial integrity and also the sovereignty of this country. With that one, we also do few more things, like we assist civil administration once it is needed under the Unit to Civil Administrative Act. We also have the UN peace support or peacekeeping missions under Article 25 of our Constitution for the global peace. Now, please note that we carry out many of the activities under Unit to Civil Administration, like internal security duties, election duties, any natural or man-made calamities. And trust me that we have also, could earn the trust and honor of the people that we had been beside these people of Bangladesh. If it is a flood event, if it is a landslide, if it is a man-made calamities, and whatever it is. And defense policy is also said that Bangladesh Army is a pro-people's army, and we act and we believe in it. At the same time, in the UN arena, in the peace support and peacekeeping operation, we had been one of the top, sometimes the top TCC, that is the troop contribution countries of the UN since the first deployment in 1998. My question is that if we can earn the trust and honor of the people, we stand beside with the people during flood and everywhere, any calamities. And at the same time, as we do our duties across the globe under the UN banner and earn the reputation as such for a long period of time, how can Bangladesh Army can perform or behave or act against the people of own country? Is it not a dichotomy? Is it not the two things opposite to this one? As an organization, Bangladesh Army never had done such things. How these people are then unbecoming and also acted inappropriately once they work under deputation in some other organizations. We need to ask these questions. Now, the working environment inside this Bangladesh Army with regards to the legal framework and others. Our legal system is bounded and guided by basically the three books that we have. That is, one is the Army Regulation and Army Rules and Regulation. There is ARR, and then ARI, that is the Army Rules and Instructions, and Manual of Bangladesh Military Law, that is MBML. And there are many instructions and policies, details all the aspects of our military life and military activities. Please remember, military is a way of life, and we work differently. And once our personnel, they work in other organization, the way of life that we used to be trained and groomed up, it deviates. That makes some bit of challenge for them to adjust sometimes. Please do remember, we are oath-bound, we are also law-bound, order-bound. Scope of slight deviation is always addressed in Army. Bangladesh Army is also a hierarchical organization, and their chain of command is strictly followed. Any unlawful activities, if it is unnoticed by one layer, is always covered by another layer, even by intelligence. Self-defense is inherently ensured in our legal system. A few deviations took place due to the overpower of the higher up. We cannot deny as well. Now, I am almost at the end of my formal talk with you. Then what to do? That you say that undoing the wrong. First of all, that we must depoliticize the organization, at least for these enforced disappearances. I repeat, we must depoliticize. There is no universally accepted definition of terrorism or terrorist. As a nation of Bangladesh, we must define our own definition. And these counterterrorism outfits in police, RAB, DGFI, NSI must not be misused or abuse the term to gain any political objective. Army has the policy of deportation, and that should be free from outside influence, and will be followed and should be followed very, very strictly. Another point, head of the executive branch of Bangladesh, head of the legislative, head of the government, head of the political party is the same one entity. And it is further enhanced. He or she is the Prime Minister, he or she is also the Defense Minister. Then how to balance and counterbalance. And please note that Bangladesh Army works under this political or government entity. At the end, I must say that Bangladesh Army is committed to the justice and also to the accountability. Can we think, could we have the member of Bangladesh Army, maybe a retired in the Enforced Disappearance Commission? Because inclusiveness makes unity harder. And we are in an unprecedented time of our history. We are at the crossroad. We have to decide the turning of our future. Bangladesh Army remains in support of all the works of the Commission, plus both in the investigation and the prosecution of the ICT. That includes of appropriate members. We have military police, those are trained legally, and they may be even included in the investigation of the ICTs. we propose this one. You can include them in the investigation team of the ICTs, so that they can also give you the correct inputs. Even the legal support, if you need, the ICT needs, the prosecution or prosecute team of the ICT needs, Bangladesh Army is willing to provide you the legal support. And we believe that that will produce the better result that we think of. I'm at the end of my initial speech. I shall remain open to engage with you if we have any queries or in the open forum. I thank the organizer for the wonderful session here and invite the representative of Bangladesh Army. Thank you everyone for your patience hearing. Allah Hafiz.